Welcome back, everybody. It is at 19 minutes before 9 o'clock, and we cross back to my colleague Palesa, who is in Orange Farm, wherein a Mandela Day activity is going on. It's over to you again, Palesa. A very good morning to you, and I would love to see you get your hands dirty there, Palesa.
Oh, I'm about to get down to business. Simply a very good morning to you once again, of course. And we're about to wrap up our broadcast here this morning. As you said, we're still coming to you live from Orange Farm. As I said, it's approximately 45 kilometers from Johannesburg. And with me now is the MEC for Human Settlement in Gauteng, MEC Paul Mashatile. We are going to be joined by the Premier of Gauteng, David Makhura, in a short while. And as you can, I just want you to show our viewers your hands, MEC. Ubosha is tinanetaga just now. Show our viewers. There's the camera. Your hands, you see? You got down to business.
I was building.
So how did it go?
It's going very well. We will be building here 67 houses in the next few days. We're doing this together with Habitat for Humanity, about 40 private sector companies. It's a partnership.
And the SABC Foundation.
And the SABC Foundation. Yes, but all in all, the department is building about 1,000 houses here, which will be completed by March next year. But we are happy that we have this partnership with Habitat for Humanity, SABC Foundation, and a whole lot of other private companies, about 40 of them participating here. So the 67 houses that we have been building here with the Premier is part of those 67 that will be finished by the 22nd.
All right, but how is it going to be contributing towards the backlog that we know your department has in terms of the building of houses?
Well, the backlog will be reduced if we have partnerships like this, because government is continuing to build, but obviously if you have more hands on the deck, the more we will do. Because the backlog is quite huge, but we are building everywhere. We have now introduced what we call mega projects, where we're building more than 10,000 housing units in all these new cities. So there's a lot of work happening, and we are glad to be here this morning working with the community, with the private sector companies. The partnership is good for us, and I think we will do more.
And we know there were protests in this area a few weeks ago. Obviously, they were protesting. They wanted housing, they wanted basic services. So how are things going in that case?
Well, in areas where there are protests, we do talk to communities, get them involved. We form steering committees. As you can see, it's quiet. In all the areas that were protests that we visited, people are participating. And I think what really people want is to have an opportunity to participate. So we will be releasing land in most of these areas, put in services, water, sanitation, and then people will build their own houses. And with a partnership like Habitat and others, they will help to build capacity.
So there is hope at the end of the day. All right, let me just move over to the Premier of Gauteng, that David Makhura. Kana ba ibitsang Premier is it watermark? Ibitsang this thing?
Give water pass.
Water pass. Re tseba ka Africa water pass. So uno shapa yona ka mole.
Yes. Firstly, we join in the world today on a very important day, the birthday of our icon, our leader, Nelson Mandela. In partnership with communities, with the private sector, with bodies like the UN Habitat, to improve the quality of life of many more people. I think on a day like this, there's work that government is doing, but that work is not enough to address the needs and the backlog that's there. So on a day like this, I think it's also a day for partnership. It's a day for giving. It's a day for doing good. So every single one of our residents, including young people who are here today, they too can make a contribution to make life much better than we found it. So that's how to remember Nelson Mandela.
I wanted to say, I believe that's how we want to remember him, because we're talking about 3,400 volunteers participating in the building of these houses. So it shows that the commitment that the young people in Gauteng have.
Yes, and we always emphasize that every one of us can contribute. You might not have the money, but look at what you can do to make our world a much better world. we are all resourceful people. Some may have money, like the private sector people who are here. We say, deploy your money. We have hands. All of us have something we can do. That's why even the young people who are here, as we are working here, they are contributing. And we want to emphasize more that to really develop our world and change our world, every single citizen of the world must make a contribution to a much better world.
All right. Well, there you have it. That's the Premier of the province, David Makhura. So this is where you're going to be spending your 67 minutes, both of you?
Yes, we'll be here to spend our 67 minutes building houses.
Building houses. Premier.
And MEC, when these houses that are done are handed over to their rightful owners, we want to be back here to spend some few more minutes in a house that we ourselves contributed to building, and to talk to the owners and to value these houses, because some of the problems is that houses are built, people are given the houses, the next thing they sell to somebody else, they do all the illegal things, or they rent the house, it becomes a spaza shop. So when we participate and sweat for what it takes to build a house, the last thing we want is when the owner is irresponsible about the house. And that's also something we must communicate very strongly to our communities, that they must contribute to building their own houses, building their own communities, so that they can value these assets. They are their assets.
All right. And I had an emphasis on the private sector, coming together to work with government. Obviously, government cannot do it on its own. Are they really coming on board, MEC?
Well, I think this is an example of it, where we have more than 40 private sector companies coming to join us. We want to say to them, let it not be only on the 18th of July. Let every day be a Nelson Mandela Day. Let's continue this partnership, because together we can do more.
Let every day be a Nelson Mandela Day. It's not just about the 67 minutes that you spend today, but if you can, do good. As the Premier said, it doesn't have to be in monetary terms, but you can use your hand to actually do good. Well, that's it from us live from Orange FM. That's where we'll leave it this morning. We are just going to get busy with the Premier, the MEC as well, and the entire community of Orange FM. So, Simpio, I know you wanted to see me holding Harafulistina, Letaga and everything. I'm just going to get onto that. I'll send you some video clip of that. I'll most definitely send you some video clip. Let's play you out with Jabulile Arts and Culture Group. They've been mesmerizing us here with beautiful sounds this morning. We'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early in our studios in Johannesburg. Have yourself a beautiful Mandela Day. Cheers.